Hey guys and girls, Evil Shredder here from RetroFiends.com. I'm just going to do recent finds for the month of July. And we're going to start it off. We went to Goodwill actually today. We picked up a regular Nintendo system for 10 bucks. It's got everything except the AV cables. I'm actually going to give this to a buddy of mine because he's been looking out for one. And I couldn't pass that up. And then also found it's an Xbox screen. I've actually never used one of these before. I don't even know if it works, but it was pretty cheap. Try it out. Have a little bit of fun with that, maybe buy a modification. Handheld Xbox. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Then the week of July 4th, we went to the it was a flea market. Huge flea market. It was really rainy, so there weren't a lot of people there. And one of the first things I got was a steering wheel for the PlayStation 2. The pedals are around here somewhere. I don't feel like digging them out. But for 5 bucks, pedal and a steering wheel, it's not bad. Then I seen a guy there selling a Sega system. It was a Model 2. He had about 24 games, and he didn't want to sell the games separately, which was a shame. He had some pretty good games. He wanted to sell the whole set for like 75 bucks, which wasn't too bad. And I asked him if he would sell the game separately, and he said no, so I walked away. And then he called me out. He was like, how many are you planning on buying? So I went through there and I picked about 5, and they were 5 bucks each. But there's some pretty good finds. I picked out Landstalker. It's complete. Instruction manual and everything. Phantasy Star 3 is actually just a case, and it was a rental cartridge, but couldn't pass that up for $5. Phantasy Star is usually a sci-fi RPG, but I think 3 is actually a fantasy setting, which I'm no expert at Phantasy Star. I've only ever played 2 and the one on 360. Boogerman, complete. It's actually a really fun platformer. You pick your nose, flick your boogers at the enemies. You fart for a jetpack. You burp to break walls and stuff. It's pretty neat. My son gets a kick out of it. The Lost Vikings, which is I only played a little bit of it. It seems to be like a platformer where you can switch between 3 characters. Platformer puzzle. It's pretty cool. And then a complete copy of Shadowrun for $5. You can't beat that. This alone was worth it. Spending 25 bucks and getting this complete. All these other games are just a bonus. The next up, we'll go through a few Xbox games I've picked up. I actually got this one in today. Fatal Frame. I have 2 on the Xbox. I never had one, never played one. But now I have it. 2 scares the shit out of me. I've never made it out of chapter 1 because I'm a big pussy. Crimson Sea. It looked pretty fun. I also got Legacy of Kain. Those were like 2 for 5 bucks. Then I went to the local game store, picked up Circus Maximus Chariot Racer game. Never played it, haven't played it yet, but it looked interesting. Something I've never played. And Full Spectrum Warrior and Full Spectrum Warrior 10 Hammer. Fun strategy shooting game. It's not like a third-person shooter or a first-person shooter. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like an RTS shooting game, but you only have like 3 or 4 guys. I've only ever played the first one. I enjoyed it highly, and I'm looking forward to going back and playing it. Then the local game store had a copy of Crimson Skies. They had like 20 copies of it, 85 cents. I've never played it, but I heard good things, and for 85 cents, you can't really beat that. And those are all complete. And one pickup I did, just nothing special, just a Fire Emblem for the 3DS. I don't even have a 3DS, but once I get one, this is going to be one of the games I want to play. And if it's like any of the other Fire Emblem games, I know eventually it's going to be very hard to find, and if you want it, you're going to have to pay a little bit more than what I paid for it. Now we'll move on to some PlayStation 2 games. Mega Man X collection. I picked it up new for about 10 bucks off eBay. Couldn't beat that. It's got a lot of great games in it. We like Mega Man X. I like Mega Man X better than the regular Mega Man. Then one of the lots I got off eBay, Ghost Recon, Warhammer Fire Warrior, Future Tactics, which is really an awesome game. I plan on doing a review of that eventually. Alter Echo, Oni. Yeah, it was these games. I think I paid $3 plus $2 or $3 shipping to get all these. And it was a great deal. I plan on going through them. And actually, Oni, I didn't know it was Rockstar and Bungie made this. Never knew that. And I've heard mixed reviews, but it looks like it'd be pretty fun. The other ones I haven't really played too much, but I did put in Future Tactics, which is a great game. And then I got Persona 4. I think I paid like 15 bucks for it. It's not the best deal in the world, but it's cheaper than GameStop. GameStop's got it marked for like 30, and they put all those shitty stickers on it. And it's got the soundtrack and everything with it. And I actually signed up for Secret Santa in July on a website called RacketBoy.com. And the package I got were a few secret codes for the N64, Star Fox 64 guide, 2 older gaming magazines, one for the release of the Sega 32X, Genesis 32X, and then the other one covering the Dreamcast, which I haven't looked through yet, but I love looking through old game magazines, and also it included Wild Arms 3. I played the first one on PlayStation 1. I enjoyed it. I never played the third one, or the second one for that matter. Looking forward to going through that. I also picked up Phantom Brave for the PS2, which is one of my favorite strategy RPG games. Never beat it. It's been a few years since I played it, but I picked it up with the strategy guide, and I plan on going through it. I've actually never used a strategy guide before, except the Pokemon, when Pokemon Red and Blue are out. That's the only strategy guide I've ever used. So I'm looking forward to going through that. Then I also picked up a strategy guide for the Bouncer for a couple bucks. And then one for Tekken 5. Picked that up for $1, which I don't have Tekken 5. I actually have Tekken 6, but I figured the moves would be the same. I'm not real sure. I'm not a big Tekken player, but it'd be nice to have that if they are the same. Then I got this a Game Boy lot. Regular Game Boy, it works fine. There's a little fading in the screen, but it's not too bad. And it came with a few games. Kirby's Dream Land, Tetris. It came with 2 copies of Tetris. Avenging Spirit, which is a fun platformer where you play like as a ghost, and you actually take over the enemies, and you play as the enemy. And if you die, you have a time limit to get it to another body. It's pretty cool. And a game called Loops, which I didn't like at all. You just make squares. Maybe there's more to it, but all I was trying to do is make a square. And Tetris 2, which I didn't really like either. I'm not a big fan of Tetris, and Tetris 2 is a little too difficult for me. Then while I was at the flea market, we also picked up Buzz Lightyear. My son wanted to play that. It's the most expensive game I picked up at the flea market. Can you believe that? Beat it in one sitting, took like 30 minutes. Was not enjoyable. Do not recommend that game. Then I picked up R-Type DX, and this is actually a pretty cool shooter. It's nothing like the arcade game. It's a lot more simpler. This is the first time I've ever played R-Type, and it got me interested in it. And I've been looking for like arcade ports. I'm not sure which system I want to get it for. I really want to get it for the TurboGrafx 16, but I don't have that system. It's a system I'm looking out for. That version looked really fun. I got it on MAME, but it's not the same playing it on a PC. I want to play it on some original hardware, and maybe find an arcade that has it, which it's very doubtful in this area. Then, as you know, last video I said I found a Rampart arcade cabinet, and I picked that up. Been enjoying that, and I picked up a Gauntlet and Rampart for the Game Boy Advance. Do not recommend this game. Both of these ports are just horrible. And the Rampart port, when you're building your castle, there's like a second or 2 delay when you lay a piece down. And if you ever played it, you have to go as fast as possible. It completely ruins the experience. Pay $3. If I can go back in time, I wouldn't even glance at it. Not worth it. Then picked up a couple PSP games. Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles. If you like Castlevania, you'll love this. It's got a 2.5D remake of Rondo of Blood, and you can unlock the original Rondo of Blood and also Sympathy of the Night, which is a great Castlevania game. Got it at GameStop. I hate going to GameStop. They put these shitty stickers on your games and they're hard to get off. And they bombard you with questions when you check out. I think she asked me 5 questions when I was checking out. Hey, we're having a summer sale. Here's a coupon, 50% off. You want to trade in anything? Do you want to reserve anything? It's just so annoying. She mentioned that summer sale like 3 or 4 times. They also picked up Hot Pixel, same place. It was only $2. It was like a WarioWare ripoff. I played a little bit of it. It's alright. It's not that great, but for $2, I wanted just a case because actually my Castlevania case is a little beat up. I want to switch them out. And the last thing I got is a PC game I found complete for $1 called Shadow Watch. It's a Tom Clancy game. And I've never played it, never heard of it for $1. It's got everything with it. It kind of looks like it would play like XCOM. It looks really great. I'm really excited to put this up and play it. For $1, pretty cool case. Got everything in it. I believe that wraps everything up. That's all I got. I'm pretty sure next month there won't be a big video. Gotta slow down on spending. But I will keep you updated. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. Leave me a comment. I appreciate it. And don't forget to visit retrofiends.com.